refuge on a fateful leave. A dragon descended and would not leave. Stole my beating heart in a blaze of night. Arisen I wake to reclaim my right. Pause at my side, through shadows we roam. From vermin's wilds to the dragon's dark home. Vocation shift, from archer to mage. The path of my heart, through peril and rage. And take back your flame from the dragon's maw. Your heart calls a name. Silvern throne awaits. In Vernwood's grand light, reclaim what was stolen, ignite the fight. Through battle sands and the beasts that await. Your heart beats for glory, defy your fate. Arrange and ascend, the cycle to end. Silver once more, the kingdom to men. Waters crossed with cunning and steel. Mystic spear hand strikes, the wounds start to heal. Allies forged in fire, from elf to dwarfkin. Pawns echo my will, the battle within. Worms and griffins clash and skies torn apart. But the true foe lurks, guard in my heart. Fernwood sings and shrieks, the false kings dethrone. My sovereignty calls, I claim it alone. Atop the peak where the dragon resides, his roar shakes the heavens, no place too high. With arisen's fury and paws loyal stand, I pierce through the scales with unyielding hand. The heart pulses bright in the beast's fiery core. One final strike and the dragon is no more. Back to Fernwood where the people await. Silver return, sealing my fate. Rise and rise and take back your flame from the dragon's maw. Your heart calls a name. Silver throne awaits in Fernwood's grand light. Reclaim what was stolen, ignite the fight. Through battle sands and the beasts that await. Your heart beats for glory, defy your fate. Arrange and ascend, the cycle to end. Silver once more, the kingdom to men. Glorious Lord, the throne is mine at last. Fernwood rejoices, the shadows are past. But whispers of dragons echo in the wind. The Arisen's tale may never truly end. Sovereign, arise, reclaim.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my honest take on Dragon's Dogma 2, a game I've been dying to dive into ever since it dropped. As a huge fan of the original, who replayed it multiple times, I was over the moon when Capcom announced the sequel. It took me a year to grab it due to sanctions in my region and waiting for a solid sale, but man, was it worth the wait. Overall, I'd give it a 8 out of 10. It's fantastic action RPG with that signature Dragon's Dogma magic, but not without some frustrations. Let's break it down. Starting with the story. The premise is classic Dragon's Dogma. A massive dragon crashes into your life, rips out your heart and brands you as the Arisen, a chosen hero destined to slay and reclaim what's yours. It's a soft reboot for the first game, so while it echoes familiar themes, it doesn't retreat the exact same ground with the same characters. That said, the narrative feels less cohesive here. The director seems to have aimed for a fresh start, which I appreciate, but it leads to some plot threads that feel disjointed or rushed. Still, the world building and lands between one game, it's a Vermont and beyond, draws you in with its mix of medieval fantasy and dark mystical undertones. It's not the deepest story out there, but it kept me invested for my 49-hour playthrough. Now, the combat, oh boy, this is what Dragon's Dogma 2 shines like a beacon. I kick things off as an archer, sniping enemies from above with a kind of a lock on. Cameras that requires you to face your targets first for precise aiming. It's satisfying, but once I unlock the Mystic Spearhand vocation, I never looked back. This hybrid class lets you summon magical blades for the range attacks like a few arrows, and wield a spear for close quarter combos. I equipped a magic shield that acts like a Gwen sign from the Witcher series, absorbing hits from enemies and their magic. Vocations in general are a highlight. You can switch between classes like fighter, mage or thief, each with unique skills that evolve as you level up. The combat feels weighty and strategic, with the massive boss fights against cyclops, griffins and of course dragons that require climbers at bodies, Shadow of Colossus style, to target weak spots. No complaints here, it's addictive and rewarding. One of the game's standout features is the pawn system, which makes this solo RPG feel like co-op adventure. After creating your Arisen, you design a main pawn, your loyal companion, levels up will excite you, and then you have 2 more pounds from other players' creations via online rift system, forming a party of 4. Always include a healer, like a mage with restorative spells, or you'll regret it in tougher fights. Pounds chant among themselves, share knowledge from their own worlds, like hinting at a hidden chest or enemy weaknesses, and even use abilities to reach high places or solve puzzles. It's a proof from the first game. They repeat lines less often, and their AI is smarter, but they can still spam the same advice. And the cool part, the other players hire you pound, it returns with gifts, rift crystals, currency for hiring better pounds, and quest knowledge, creating this neat community loop without direct multiplayer. Exploration is another big win. The open world is vast and unforgiving. No fast travel except for rare fairy stones or ox carts that can get ambushed. I love getting lost in the wilderness, stumbling in the secret caves or ancient ruins filled with loot, and if an NPC dies during a quest, which happens a lot in this brutal world, you can resurrect them at the morgue with a wake stone, giving you a second chance to fix mistakes. It's a forgiving touch in an otherwise hardcore game. That said, it's not perfect. I had zero performance issues on my RTX 6070 Ti until the endgame unmoored world. A hidden post-game area that only about 21.8 of players unlock. Game started crashing with a frame generation being turned on. More frustratingly, some quests feel opaque. The director logic isn't always clear, leading to a trial and error moments when you have to talk to NPC multiple times or wait a day for the triggers. It's immersive, but it can feel arbitrary. All in all, Dragon's Dogma 2 captures what made the original special: deep combat, meaningful choices, and a world that feels alive and dangerous. If you're into action RPGs like Monster Hunter or Dark Souls, this is a must-play. Have you tried it yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite location? Smash that like button if you want more reviews like this. Subscribe for updates, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.